The novel and the uncle are chatting with each other. Women don't move. This is Xiao Huai, who also heard the cracking sound behind, quietly recruited and looked back. All cold-blooded animals in the future world will mutate into monsters. Snail City. Sell it like this. Some of them started to eat people and lost 95% of the population in just 1 year. But there are also views 50. Make a cow so gentle you don't mess with him. He doesn't hurt people. Distinguish them only. Look it. The 92 number is being evaluated in mathematics. Catch up with Uncle Xiao Huai and stuff his clothes into a snail shell. Let the snail everywhere. Spread the little handsome everywhere because they are one of the few surnames on the surface. And other survivors. We are all hiding. Xiao Huai spent 7 years underground before. The 5 scum hunting team. Didn't take him. She's upset about this. Captain said the monster is cleared, right? Talk about once. Volunteered to participate in the roundup. Everyone shook their heads. You still watch the sea at home honestly. The child kills the wrong one. Xiao Huai is very. He came to the radio again on the day that happened a few years ago, he and his girlfriend Xiao Mei. I am talking to my parents. Forced to separate the phone and use the radio. Just ask Xiao Mei if she can't find the other party. He asked about 90. I didn't expect that he was really asked about it this time. Xiao Mei is at the other side. I'm so happy that I didn't hear his voice from the floor. He confided to Xiao Mei. Signal car. Suddenly broke. Naked day. Daibao meeting. No one takes him seriously. They didn't hear it. I'm going to find the little girl. A group of people looked at him like a joke. The best hunting team is here. Hold on. Is there 80 in Persona's treasure? Can you talk about it? Why don't you continue to discuss? Repaired. Suddenly hit in the morning. The old woman he packed up advised her not to take risks. Enjoying Jenna, what can I do if I stay there? Thank you, the person in charge. It seems there is really nothing he can do. He is hugging him. The equipment and maps and finally. After 7 years, the marshal came to the surface again. Green plants in large areas. He breathed the fresh air greedily. 80 plus miles. Isn't it too far? It's nothing more than ruins along the way. Kind of like a human. Xiao Huai walked into a ruined room to rest. A small eye popped out of the pond. Wait a minute. One more. Is it so cute? But the next second is a super rotten shrimp full of cages. Speed comes. Remember that the feet of the trolley will turn into your mouth and grow hard. To no avail. A lot of support. Rushing out a dog and biting his tongue is like a handsome boy. It's too hard to find the only relic of his money master on the diamond. Do you want to say? There was a dog during the adventure, so I could hear Peng Xiao Huai spotting the monster. Can interpret dreams with children. Even less match results. There are so many and its navigation is a rest assured leaf notes never thought. Voice of tune. Vacuum this time. Guza can't help anymore. A meatworm probe is eager to probe the brain. Chinese dinosaurs have also come to think bigger and bigger. At the juncture. The sea of an old man's head in Hawaii. Chronic this meat wormhole only has male worms. I look handsome and saved from now on. Shi Changming's wife and little girl walking on the ground. See it. Don't look at the gem crystals. The little girl told him to pay more. There is still bad news behind the butt of the novel. Uncle is old. Give the smell of walking through lectures. But chase. An uncle and they have to hurry. At the time of parting, I lost to Xiao Huai with a grenade. How to drink wolfberry in the morning. But it didn't take long for the dog to suddenly look like a dog. His little duck boat. I can't move anything. Suddenly drilled a circle and persisted. First time grandson king behind the ass. At first glance, there are waves on the ground ready to leave. It turns out that one person and one dog happened to fall in the arms of the uncle. Eulogy. There are 2 layers. Jackie Chan's high and high frequency sizzle. This handsome scalp is tingling. How to go home. Rahushaja. Panic seems harmless to humans and animals. I just put down my vigilance when holding it for a week. Suddenly a ghost blows. If again. Do you lose a loved one, think about your mother? Struggling to stand up. At the juncture. 1 piece is in the pot. Despite the small order, we still have to speed up the delivery. It's cut into a road, helping the money to be more handsome than the previous one. I'm wondering if I can run into it. May first break ground. Is a sharp machine. It's really a pig when it's finished. Kong Hao Tiger ran quickly. In the panic, I used to hold the dog and hide in the tree stump. I said at the beginning that all factory recognition would not work. As long as you don't make a sound. Amplified picture sound is in your ears. The tentacles are also stretched into the plastic package. Pinch the mouth of the mouth tightly with both hands. Retreat after nothing has been favored. But at this moment, a gust of wind blew the relics of the former owner into the river. Xiao Huai can't hold it anymore. The growing pupils immediately turned around and killed them back. Talk about a slippery rush to pick up the grenade on the ground. Escaped. Can swim to the other side. Little handsome guy is not on the card. Let's LE twist. His mind is back tonight. But Xia Shui's Shenzhou Meifeng reading gradually began. You want to change car? Qingdao money. He saw a person walking. She never took a closer look. The chasing little hour was so happy that he hummed a deep kiss on the face of the little girl. After he woke up, he told the little girl that he had waited too long for that article. Xiao Mei smiled awkwardly. You had hallucinations. 1000 is the uncle. The little girl's place is old, weak, sick, and it's hard to stick to it. Chronic first few days. The captain found them. They all said that the survivors built a small castle on the island. Can bring everyone together. Not only did they help with the move, they also took the initiative to distribute a lot of food to him. Everyone even has everybody to eat. I have not drunk a beer in a few years, I want to have a good time together. Xiao Shun doesn't have any thoughts when you drink. Xiao Mei shoes for his inauguration. Know this. Xia Shuike. Only then did I know that Xiao Mei and Cutie started up a few years ago. The other man died in the previous battle. He sent a good person card to Xiao Huai and tactfully rejected the beauty of the island city-state that Xiao Huai sold, wearing a long description. Big brother is very happy. Only the sad little handsome quietly backed out. CAO sent someone to bring him nuts and skins. Here he turns on the radio. Call yourself. 8th. Everyone is super happy. Find out in these 10 hours. The place everyone gave when I set off. Also immediately. The handsome man at this moment is like a dream. Years of getting along. Everyone in Daibao eats. They didn't look down on them after they became a family. He all instructed. Want to protect him so much. The haze in my heart was swept away. So Xiao Feng Chang. I want to go home and he wants something to replenish his body. Wait a minute. Will this be a bitter pill for dogs to remind him that he cannot eat? The novel immediately realizes. The monitor is so big that the quail lays the eggs. It turns out that they are actually pirates when they grow up. He also said that you can only kill people with the stuff department. Can act as a smear, no one expects after the end of the world. Fortunately, they have a super powerful source of power. Long press the button. Anyone? Huge shadow. The Turkish stone-milled Mao Xiao climbed the rock. Zizhamin. Please answer. The so-called fuel is to use living people as feed. Tower ID opened the rope to Xiao's Hawaii Super Iron Gate, flushing sailor communication. Dizzy sailor. Fiction. One way to check your identity. Do the best to be lossless. And even more angry. Come back. No early recession. This is old and weak. She can't even protect herself. Hurriedly threw it to Xiao's Hawaii and talked to the crab's most vulnerable mouth. The water stone crab hasn't got into the water for a long time. Look in his eyes. Suddenly think of the big religion, his eyes for looking at monsters. Can tell him is a good thing. The downside is that you press the button again. Current body. Butterfly love flower orchid. Settled dish. Crab sees the road again. After breakfast, I understood it and suddenly turned its muzzle. In everyone's heart. In exclamation. Chong Sam T exercise. By the way, this fundamental. After he didn't want to hurt people and got saved, he grew up handsome, Uncle Jiri. Stand up and rush back into the sea. Captain. Uncle Songshan country found no monster skills in the north. He controls all the treasures. Let everyone one. Take out Xiao Mei before the Buddha, the old, the weak, and the sick. How about you? He is going home. He wants to take her family. Wonderful future. Dead man. No longer the coward a few years ago. Not the one a few days ago. Now he understands the watch so he can go through. That's because. If you have love in your heart. VNet.